morning, everybody, and Happy New Year.
Good morning.
I am incredibly grateful to my colleagues for once again entrusting me to serve as mayor in 2020. And I want to thank all of them for their dedication and commitment to Middletown. It truly has been the greatest honor to serve as mayor over these last 12 months, and I look forward to all that 2020 has to bring. I want to congratulate my colleagues Rick Heibel and Kevin Senabrino on their decisive victories this past November, and I look forward to continuing to work with both of you over the next few years. I also want to extend a special thank you to my friend and colleague Tony Fiore for his commitment and willingness to continue to serve as deputy mayor. On behalf of the Township Committee, I want to thank all the dignitaries that we have here today, our Sheriff Sean Golden, our freeholders, led by Freeholder Director Tom Arnone, Jerry Scharfenberger and Assemblyman-elect Jerry Scharfenberger, Sue Kiley, our freeholder-elect Nick Duraco is back there. And I also want to thank Christine Hanlon, our county clerk, for all that she does, as well as the head of our SPCA, Russell Citra. All of you, thank you very much for your commitment to Middletown, and we appreciate all that you do. I also must acknowledge. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about trying to Declan and Serena are looking at me like, oh boy. I also want to acknowledge our representatives for Trenton, Senator Declan O'Scanlan, Assemblywoman Serena DeMasso, and I also want to acknowledge our former mayors that have joined us this morning, Peter Carton and Frank Self. Thank you all for your commitment to Middletown and working to keep our residents and our town one of the best in the entire state of New Jersey. Thank you all. "12 months ago, when I was first sworn in as mayor, we laid out an ambitious vision for Middletown and its future. That vision quickly began to take shape and eventually would grow into all that we achieved in 2019. This Township Committee did not just conduct the business of the town. We set our sights and our expectations higher than ever before, and I know that we rose to the occasion. As promised, we provided our residents with a responsible budget, which reduced our tax rate by more than 2.25%, without reducing any of the services our residents expect and deserve. And we provided a first-of-its-kind award-winning tax receipt calculator, which provides our residents with a dollar-for-dollar accounting of exactly where their property taxes are spent. We broke ground on a new state-of-the-art town hall, and I'm very excited to report that our plans are being finalized as we speak, and all the construction work at Croydon Hall, which will serve as a temporary office space for our Johnson Gill Annex employees, is complete, and residents will soon see our new building begin to take shape. As many of you know, over the last year, Middletown dramatically increased its recycling efforts. We initiated a recycling education program to better educate our residents on what does and does not belong in those big blue recycling bins. We partnered with Saker ShopRites to collect plastic bags and reuse and repurpose them at no cost to the taxpayer. We teamed up with Second Chance Toys to give new life to plastic toys and provide them to children in need rather than clog our landfills. And most recently, Middletown became the first town in the state of New Jersey to acquire, using grant funding, a styrofoam recycling machine to take a product that was once thought of as a pollutant and turn it into a renewable product. And because of these efforts, Middletown achieved silver certification from Sustainable NJ, which less than 10% of New Jersey's municipalities have achieved. We formed a unique partnership with the Eastern Monmouth Chamber of Commerce, which connects our businesses and entrepreneurs with one another. We stood tall to special interests in Trenton and refused to waste time and tax dollars by negotiating with organizations who hide behind a false narrative. And we brought Town Hall and the Township Committee to locations across Middletown to bring our employees and your elected representatives to you. Now, this is only a small portion of all the accomplishments of 2019, but be assured that these initiatives will not just continue, but grow in 2020. Our commitment to fiscal discipline will continue to be the top priority of this governing body as it has in the past. And as mentioned, last year taxpayers saw a reduction in their municipal tax rate. And this is possible all the while and despite Trenton's love affair with imposing unfunded mandates on municipalities. And this morning, we renewed our promise to always look through the lens of the taxpayer. Despite this governing body being the first municipality to stand up against special interests from Trenton, who believe that they should dictate housing policies, Middletown is not turning its back on those in need. This isn't just rhetoric, because today, this Township Committee will once again achieve yet another first. Today, we are voting to acquire a neglected piece of property that has plagued our historic Campbell's Junction for decades, and in partnership with our housing authority, to construct a 100% affordable housing project for the men and women who have honorably served our nation. Similar to the mobile town halls that took place in 2019, we will once again be bringing town hall into the different neighborhoods around town. We have already scheduled 3 opportunities for our residents and businesses to sit down after work hours with the different department heads and staff to ask questions and seek solutions to the problems or concerns they may have. As many of you know, development has been a topic of great discussion, and this governing body is working to minimize and mitigate unnecessary development. We are currently in the process of revamping our master plan, which outlines the township's building requirements and restrictions. Now, this is generally updated every decade. However, this process has already begun, and this update will streamline ordinances with inconsistencies to provide for greater enforcement. It will also detail new traffic circulation patterns, update open space and recreation requirements, as well as place an emphasis on green sustainability for new and existing developments. Over the past year, the township has prioritized improving already developed sites. We are working with a consultant to conduct a redevelopment investigation into Route 36 in an effort to rehabilitate and reinvent this corridor. Another project that we are excited to finally see moving forward is the revitalization of the Belford Co-op. These areas are critical to the economic success of our town. Now, furthering our commitment to look for new and innovative ways to create open space, Middletown and Monmouth County Engineering, under the leadership of Tom Arnone, are excited to embark on a plan to repurpose a developed property in our River Plaza section and turn it into an additional recreation hub for access and enjoyment of the Navesink River. Tom, thank you very much. While we're very excited to add additional properties of dedicated open space, this Township Committee will be committing the most funding to our recreational parks and facilities than ever before. In 2020, more than $6 million will be dedicated to improving and updating parks all across town. We are investing in 2 new and desperately needed multi-sport turf fields at Normandy Park, facility upgrades at Croydon Hall, historical repairs of the Murray Farmhouse, restoration of the Conover Beacon in Leonardo, and the creation of a dog park and the resurfacing of tennis courts at Tyndall Park. Now, none of this would be possible without our administration. It is a group of dedicated individuals that I am honored to work with, from our Township Administrator, Tony Mercantante, our Clerk, Heidi Brunt, our CFO, Colleen Lapp, our Assistant Administrator, Jim Van Nest, our Engineer and Head of Public Works, Ted Maloney. 2 people who, boy, I don't know how they do it, but keep myself and the entire Township Committee on track, and whom I've relied on heavily this past year, Maureen Raish and Laura Mattis. I also need to thank our 2 public information officers, Tara Burson and Jesse Ticino, for all they do in helping keep our public informed and engaged. In 2019, Middletown was once again rated the safest municipality in the state of New Jersey and our crime statistics are the lowest they have been in more than 50 years. And this is a true testament to our men and women in blue. And let me say this loud, and let me say this clear. Our officers are of the finest, most professional, and honorable anywhere in the state of New Jersey, and they will forever have the support of the 5 of us sitting up here. I must acknowledge and thank our Police Chief Craig Weber and our Deputy Chief Stefanski for their commitment to the safety and well-being of our residents. Chiefs, thank you very much. I want to thank our all-volunteer fire department and their devoted fire chiefs, all of whom I've had the great fortune of working with over this past year. And I must extend a sincere thank you to the department's 2019 Chief, Steve Schweitzer. Chief, on behalf of all of Middletown's residents and the surrounding area that our department supports, we cannot thank you enough for your more than 30 years of dedicated and honorable service to this department. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
I want to congratulate our 2020 Chief, Russ Mount, and I know Russ that will continue to work in collaboration with you and the entire department over the next year. Congratulations, Chief. To all of our emergency services personnel, thank you for your service to your town. And I know I can speak for the entire Township Committee when I say that a day truly doesn't go by without the 5 of us up here praying for your safe return home each and every day. Before I close, I obviously need to take a moment to thank the people closest to me, my parents, Scott and Colleen, for providing my brothers and sister with a better life than they could have ever dreamed, and we'll never be able to truly express our gratitude. I need to thank my brothers and sister for all their support and love, my brother Justin and his wife Ashley and their son Caleb, my sister Emily, and my brother Luke, who could not be here today as he continues his training as a member of the United States Marine Corps. I would not be able to do this job right without the unparalleled love and understanding of my wife Alana. I truly would not be able to do this without you by my side each day. 12 months ago, I promised the people of Middletown that I would serve with an open mind and an open heart. And I renew that promise this morning. While there is an incredible amount of time and energy that goes into being mayor, I have treasured every moment. The most wonderful part truly is all the people that you will meet along this journey. People who inspire you, people who question or criticize you, or people who just need someone to talk to. Being mayor has given me the opportunity to help swear in 53 people from more than 30 nations as American citizens. Being mayor has afforded me the opportunity to meet someone who had it all and lost her way to drug addiction and is defining what a second chance at life looks like. Being mayor has introduced me to a Medal of Honor, the sister of a Medal of Honor recipient, who works tirelessly to keep his name and his memory alive in the students across this town. Being mayor has shown me what hope really looks like in the face of an 11-year-old boy who would not let cancer define who he was. Being mayor of this incredible town has been the honor of my life, and I look forward to all the people I will meet, all the discussions we will have, and all the accomplishments we will share. Thank you very much.